Rick Santelli is standing by at the CME in Chicago. We've got some breaking news, some breaking economic data that's going to be hitting right now. Futures are up. Rick, take it away.
Yes, and there is a litany of it. Let's start out with retail sales, expected to be down 0.2%. It's been running pretty hot lately. Well, we ended up with down 0.8%. That is the biggest drop since March of last year when it was down 0.9. But as I said, it follows up 0.6, which was the third strongest number of 2023 in terms of month-over-month change. Now, if we strip out autos, we could see that it still remains highly negative, -0.6, triple what we were expecting. And if we strip out autos and gas, it's still down 0.5%. And once again, that is the weakest month over month since March of last year when it was down 0.8. The core control group inputted into up the food chain economic statistics, double, -0.4%. That is weakest since March of last year. Now, let's go to initial and continuing claims, shall we? We're expecting 220,000, 212,000. That's down 8,000 from a revised 220,000, and it continues to remain rather tame, even though we've had some sub 200,000 reads, historically a very good number. And if we look at continuing claims, they move up a bit higher than expectations, 1,895,000, still under that elusive 1.9 million, which we haven't been above since November of 23. Now, let's go to Empire Manufacturing. Expected to be down -12 to -13, is down -2.4, -2.4. That actually is the best read going back to November last year. The last time it was positive at 9.1. And if we look at Philly Fed, which is another business outlook we want to pay close attention to, it's exactly the opposite. We're expecting down 8. We end up with up 5.2. Now, let's look at import prices. This is our last series of dead releases for the 8:30 Eastern tranche. Month-over-month prices expected to be unchanged. We're up 0.8%. Strip out petroleum. You could see it wasn't only petroleum prices. They're still up 0.6%. Now, to be fair, on import prices month-over-month up 0.8, a big jump. Last month moves from unchanged to -0.7, so you can kind of see how that works out there. And if we look at year-over-year import prices, down 1.3. They've been dropping rapidly. That follows a much larger drop last month from -1.6 all the way down to -2.4. Finally, two categories left. Export prices, month-over-month, up 0.8. That follows a revised -0.7, washes out. And year-over-year, -2.4, following -3.2. That gets upgraded to -2.9. So we could see some of these prices are really starting to gain some momentum. Now, after all of that, Becky, how did the market synthesize this data? Well, we're around 421 and 10s, down a handful of basis points. And right now, we're at 420 and a half. So pretty much it all kind of washed out, so to speak. We see pre-opening equities like the washout, the sideways movement of lower yields across the Treasury curve. They're moving a bit higher. We see pre-opening Dow futures now up about 111 points.